What would you make? How about a cute retro Thanksgiving turkey and some cute pilgrim girls? Welcome to Up All Night DIY. I'm Monica. Thanks for joining me. What Would You Make is a monthly challenge to create something from wood. It's hosted by Connie of Connie's Woodshop and DIYs and Brenda of Rustic and Lace. This month, our guest host is the incomparable May of Craft Away with May. I'll have links to their channels, as well as a link to the playlist in the description box for you. So I thought I'd make some Thanksgiving decorations. Let's get into it. I printed this sweet retro turkey onto cardstock, and I also printed another retro graphic for the bottom here, this bit that I've extended. So what I'm going to do is trace the shape onto 1/2-inch pine plywood, and then I'm going to take it over to my scroll saw and cut it out. I have to say that my scroll saw is my favorite tool because I can cut out anything I design. I'm not limited to whatever I can find in a craft store, and that's my favorite thing about it. It's also very easy to use. Here's my wood, all sanded and ready for paint. I'll give it a layer of wood acrylic paint, front and back. One coat will do since it's mostly going to be covered by the paper image. And I'm going to make sure that the edges are really well covered since they'll be more visible. Okay, now we have a nice coat of paint on here. We're going to set that aside and work on the paper image. I found this turkey on Pinterest and I just thought he was so cute. So what I'm going to do, to give it a more aged look, I'll add some teal ink to the edge of the turkey and the bottom graphic too. I'm using cosmetic sponge to do this. I'm using teal because I decorate mostly with teal and orange for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to hit this with teal as well as the bottom graphic, and then I'll come back in with some orange ink and hit the edges with that too. This bottom graphic is actually from the top part of a vintage menu. I just thought it was really cute and would go well with the turkey, so I sized it in Photoshop and cut it out. And I'm just going to do this until, happy with the color. Glitter time. So I'm going to apply Mod Podge where I'd like to see some shimmer. I'm starting with orange glitter, and I'm using an old thin round brush to apply the Mod Podge. I'm kind of using it, just to highlight the area. So I'm going to add some to the pumpkin and then a little to the leaf next to his shoe. Let's do his wing. And now some of his back feathers. Oh yeah, and his wattle. And we'll finish up with the orange. I'm liking it. He'll get some light teal / turquoise glitter on his feathers and a couple dots on his sign. Just right there in the corner. His first layer of back feathers will get a darker teal glitter. I decided to add some orange glitter to his sign too. So I'm just doing little dip dots next to the blue dot. Now for the bottom graphic, this will just get a wee touch of glitter. Some orange on the cape and on the pumpkin. And some light teal dots in the corners. And then I went ahead and sprayed them with clear matte sealer to prevent the glitter from shedding. I add a healthy coat of Mod Podge to the wood where the turkey will go, and then I'm going to apply the image. I placed a bit of parchment paper on top of the image before rolling over it with my brayer to make sure that, it's well adhered. This will keep my brayer from picking up all that glitter. And now I'll add the bottom image. Next, I'll hit the edges of the wood with both teal and orange ink too. Tie it all together. And this gives it a nice distressed look. Yeah, it makes it look like it's actually something from the 60s. Here's a better look at it. To hide the separation of my images, I'm using some turquoise and orange festooning. I'll link my video that shows you how to make it in the description box. So I run a line of hot glue between images, and I'm just going to push that on there. I'll fluff it a wee bit, and then I'm going to glue it around the back. Let's scrunch that some more. To add some dimension, I'll glue some pumpkins into the festooning. These are Dollar Tree pumpkins from my stash. I added some of the teal and orange ink to them, to pull those colors in for cohesion. I really just did it very lightly. There we go. I painted a piece of scrap wood white to use as a stand, which I'm going to glue to the back with both some wood glue and a wee bit of hot glue. You want to make sure that you're on a level surface when you add your backer. And that's him finished. Quick and cute. My second project is quicker and easier. I grabbed 2 of these Dollar Tree dice from my stash. They were already painted white from, I guess, a previous project I was going to do, but I only need one flat side to be white. So I'm going to paint the rest with Americana Bluegrass Green, and I'm going to give it 2 coats. Now, I'm making 2, but I'm just going to show you me making the one. It's the same process. Now I come in and I dry brush the edges with Ceramcoat Bittersweet Orange. And again, this is really just to pull in those colors so we have cohesion. On the white spot, I'll stamp Give Thanks, first with the orange ink, then I'll come back and I'll stamp slightly askew with teal. On the bluegrass green sides, I paint pumpkins by using a brush handle to dot and drag with Bittersweet Orange. A couple of quick lines with Americana Irish Moss for the stem, a wee curlicue, and some lines for the ribs of the pumpkin. I printed these cute wee pilgrim girls onto cardstock, and I'm going to back them with heavier cardstock to give them some extra body for support. And I'm just using an Elmer's glue stick to adhere them to the blue cardstock. I found these cuties on Pinterest too. I'll cut them out. Now, it's not really fussy cutting because I'm not getting into all the detail, but just more or less around her. Like I didn't cut in between her arms or anything like that. I couldn't be bothered. And just like with the turkey, I'll hit the edges with teal and orange ink. And of course we're going to glam her up with some glitter, orange for the pumpkin and the leaf, and some of that light teal glitter for her skirt. And I'm doing the skirt in sections. I just felt it was easier and less messy. And a few dots for her cap too. I think I'll add some dots to the die too. All 3 colors. I painted a crafter square cube to match the dice, which I'm going to glue on top of the die. This is going to support our wee girl. Now she gets glued to the front of the wee cube. I'll glue some festooning around the top and cut off the excess. And finally, to add some dimension, I cut a Dollar Tree pumpkin in half and I'm going to glue it right into that festooning at her foot, and then I'll glue a wee blue bead next to it. And she's done. Quick, easy, and inexpensive. Here's a look at both of the girls. I mirrored the image. I thought it looked better because they're going to flank the turkey. And here he is in all his cuteness. I hope you liked today's quick, easy project. I want to thank Connie, Brenda, and May for hosting. Please be sure to check out their channels as well as the playlist to find lots more great ideas. Links will be in the description box along with a list of my supplies. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Stay creative, my friends. Thanks for hanging with me. See you next time. Up all night with Monica.